All right, you guys, want to do a quick update on the 40-gallon breeder setup. Got my light installed. Got the rummy nose tetras have great color showing through. The ember tetras have also colored up. My plants from Aquarium Co-op are doing pretty good. The plants on the left look like they have more dead growth than they actually have. So what happened was when I switched them into the tank, they had a little bit of a cold shock. And since then, there's actually been some really good growth. And so this plant here on the left, had a bunch of longer strands that unfortunately didn't make it, but all that sort of little new growth is totally new. So it's been about a week now that I've had these plants. So that's super awesome to see. And the Java fern, same thing. Like there was a little bit of brown coloration at one point. And yeah, now that I got the light in there, they've colored up and they look good. Oh, look at that rummy nose. Look, he's super full. He's been eating. And yeah, it's just, as far as the fish go, the fish have been great. I've just had, pretty good luck. I've only had tetras in the tank so far. The rummy nose ones school super tight, which is super, super awesome to watch. They kind of just chase each other in a group. Right now it's feeding time, so it's a little bit of a free-for-all. Haven't fed them in about a day either, so they are definitely excited to see the food. But yeah, I think for the future of this tank, I was thinking do a little bit of landscaping. I'll probably get in tonight and trim some of the dead growth here. Maybe a couple of the tips off of this guy, but these two look pretty good. I got a sponge filter. My thinking there was this filter, I like these moving biomedia filters, but you can see only a little bit of the filter media is moving right now. And that's just because it takes a little bit of time just for them to get waterlogged and just for them to get going. And so I was a little nervous about it. I do think that this is a pretty big tank and it's under stock right now. It's a 40-gallon. I have 13, sort of arguably microfish in the ember tetras. They're super, super small. So I think as far as bio load, I'm doing okay, even like without a filter for a little while here. But just to be sure and be extra conservative, I am gonna put a sponge filter probably like right there. And yeah, my plans for this tank going forward is to turn it into a cichlid tank. I was thinking about getting a pair of apistogrammas, maybe a pair of rams, and go from there. I think, in terms of, developing out the topography of the tank, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more hiding spots for sure. I'll probably get some caves. I might get like a little SpongeBob house or something. And that's basically what I'm thinking. My local awesome fish store, the Fish Hut of New Jersey. Check them out if you're ever in the area. They told me that they're gonna get a new shipment of apistogrammas on January 18th. So that's the date in my head that I'm probably gonna start with the cichlid stuff. There's a chance that I end up with a pair of rams before then, but honestly, I'm pretty excited about getting a pair of apistogrammas, potentially trying to breed them. So what I'm thinking right now is I'll probably just hold off and wait and just take it easy. Get the tank super established. Right now, my water tests are super good. Everything seems good to go. So would like to see another week or two of just stability and just, I've definitely put myself in a position before where I've adopted fish and, my tank is not as stable as it honestly should have been. And, this time around, I think I'm gonna, really try and be really honestly conservative about what I'm doing here. And I want to keep my fish in the best position for them to thrive and succeed. And so I think the first step with that is thorough water testing, but also just planning ahead and just thinking like, hey, like, what am I thinking? When do I want to do it? And yeah, so in terms of, getting more plants, I'll probably just stick with the 6 that I have for now. There is some new growth on all these Vallisnerias, and even the Java fern was looking a little brown on the tips a couple days ago. And ever since getting the light, I think the light has helped a lot. They just they need that light to make energy, so that's been a big win. And yeah, I think in terms of keeping them in the pots, I'll probably just keep them in their little planters. I do have those weights from Aquarium Co-op that I was super excited about in my unboxing video, but I think for purposes of just keeping the plants in a healthy, growable situation, I think for now they have all shown like a little bit of growth since I got them. So I think I might just keep them in their situation just to like preserve what's happening. And just, I think whatever I'm doing right now, it feels like it's actually going pretty good. Obviously there is that dead growth that I have to, get taken care of. But the non-dead growth is super green, and it's rapidly sort of expanding. And so to me, that's signaling that, all right, like we're doing something right. And yeah, I think for the rest of this video, do a little bit of close-ups on the fish here. So here are the rummy nose tetras. I mean, these fish are so awesome. They really just have been making my day every day for the last couple days. But yeah, I got 7 of them, and they school super tight. It is still feeding time. There's still like some food on the top here, so it's a bit of a free-for-all. But for the most part, they stay together, which is really cool to watch. You can even see right now they're kind of schooling again. I wonder if they can see me through the glass. I always tell people, hey, if you can see the fish, they can see you. That's a thing. So that could be a thing. And the ember tetras too. Like, they've been really active, and their colors are just stunning. And they also have gone really well with the rummy nose tetras. I was a tiny bit nervous because the ember tetras are smaller in stature, and I was just as many fish keepers can get nervous about their fish, I was just worried about, is everyone going to get the same amount of food, and how does that go down? And you always got to be careful for bullying, because fish can be killed from stress. So I've had no problems with these guys. And so if anyone is looking to keep ember tetras or rummy nose tetras, I would say go for it. I've been doing it pretty successful here for, hasn't been too long, but definitely, like, it's been more than a week, and it's been no issues. So that's a positive. And yeah, stay tuned. I mean, I'm definitely going to add cichlids to this tank. Going to keep it running pretty hot. Right now I have it running at, I think, 86. Depending on the type of rams that I get, I may bump it up to 88. I'm still deciding if I want to go for like Bolivian rams or, German blue rams. There was some gold rams that actually popped up at my local fish store. So, I mean, they really are, there's a lot of options. And the guys that I was talking to have a ton of knowledge, and they understand what I'm trying to do, and they're helping me sort of build a community tank here that, should leave me open-ended to fill, different cichlids into here. And, my thinking is just to keep, we'll keep it aggressive. We'll keep it lean. We'll keep it mean. We'll keep it, always ready to sort of add, a fish that needs a little bit of territory. And, I'm hoping to keep this tank, always a tiny bit under stock. So if something really cool comes up, we can always make a move and throw them in here. So yeah, this was a quick update, and stay tuned. I'm going to start doing these feeding videos as frequently as I can, just to keep people updated with what I have going on with the tank. And thanks for watching. If you do enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. It does help me grow the channel. And thanks again, and I will catch you in the next one.